Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, a man who's currently petitioning my local government to make sure that cemeteries put the cause of death on every headstone to make it way more interesting. Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. You are too kind. Yukon Socket. Tell that to your mother. So I'm broadcasting to you once again from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck that I found over on the Aether Hub called Artifact Rigging by Tay Malice. We played one of his decks last night, liked it a lot. I found another one of his decks that looks really good, Artifact Rigging. So let's take a look at the cards that are in this deck, and we'll talk about what it might potentially do. We'll take it out and see if we make it happen. So one of the things is that this deck originally called for, 4 Phyrexian Fleshgorgers. Where are they? Are they stand up there? I only have 3. I got 3 of them now. That's fantastic. But yeah, I only have 3. So we took one out. He called for 2 Cityscape Levelers. I got those. And 4 Skitterbeam Battalions. Got those. And then 4 of the Clay Champion. I've only got 1 of those. In fact, I don't think I've even paid attention to that guy until today. So I ended up putting in a Bladecoil Serpent. I put in a Fallaji Dragon Engine. I put in a Rootwire Amalgam. And the Mightstone and the Weakstone. I just figure, let's just jam a bunch of gigantic, Brothers War artifacts in there. It's got to help some way or the other. So this is not going to be a true representation of what our pal Tay Malice put out there, but it's going to be a version that's very closely related. So what we got going in this deck is we got some low-end creature removal. That's great. We've got a combo here, which is Shakedown Heavy and Fight Rigging. The reason I call it a combo is because Shakedown Heavy comes out as a 6/4, and then you can put this out and putting the +1/+1 counter onto this like immediately afterwards, right? Which puts them at a 7, which immediately triggers Fight Rigging's ability to pass out whatever it was that it hid away. So I'm hoping with that 5, we'll be able to grab one of these big guys here, and that way they can come out on turn 4, probably. Turn 4, you can have like a Cityscape Leveler or like 3/4/4 Trample Hasty guys. Lots of good stuff you can have on turn 4. At that point, then, Shakedown Heavy is still smacking people around or getting you at least 1 card per turn, as well as being an awesome blocker. Let's see, we got Fable of the Mirror Breaker, which puts out the Treasure Troll, lets you trade out cards in your hand, and then puts out a Kiki-Jiki, which can copy non-legendary creatures. And we got a lot of non-legendary creatures here, so let's hope we can get some of these out at the same time as a Kiki-Jiki. So I'd love to copy them up. Have 2 Phyrexian Fleshgorgers. The other thing, I think that even if they're low end, like a 3/3 one, if you copy it with that, you can make it into a 7/7. I think that's right. We'll have to see if we can make something like that happen. What else we got here? So let's see. This particular guy, you have to pay 4 to get him out, and you can pay more than that. And for each 2 green you pay, you put +1/+1 counters on it. That's great. And if you used whites, then for each double white you spent, you put a +1/+1 counter on up to 2 other target creatures you control. So this guy can pass out a lot of +1/+1 counters, either from himself or other people, depending upon the amount of white and green you have. And do we have any white in here? I don't think we have any. So it looks like it's just green. This guy can hopefully pump himself up quite a bit. Rootwire Amalgam comes out, and then for 5, you can sacrifice him to create either a 6/6 or a 15/15, depending upon what he came out as. And then that next thing gets haste. So, but yeah, it's a sorcery. So you could do it on your turn, on the turn it came out, but you have to have that 5 mana available. This thing will, when it comes out, can do -5/-5 to a target creature, or you could draw 2 cards when those come into play. Then after that, it pretty much passes out 2 colorless mana. They can only be spent on artifact creatures. Now, what does that say? Yeah, can't be spent on non-artifacts. So it can only be spent on artifacts. Well, that's exactly where I want it to go to. Fleshgorger has Menace and Lifelink, and his ward is equal to its power. What's nice is if you got fight rigging out, you can make this guy get more and more powerful, meaning a bigger and bigger ward. Dragon Engine, you could use basically any 2 mana to give him +1/+0 till the end of turn, and he's flying. So that guy will be a flying super buff dude, hopefully. This guy destroys 1 non-land permanent every time he attacks. And they're whatever you destroy basically gets a Power Stone. Skitterbeam makes duplicates of himself. They have Trample and Haste. And this guy, what is it? Draw a card. Each opponent discards a card. Or it gets +1/+0 and Trample and Haste until the end of turn for each of the duplicates that you use to cast this particular guy. So it's got to be a minimum of 6, but it could be a lot more if you got it to pump into it. All right, so we got a weird collection of mana because we're trying to play those Jund colors as much as we can. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I think he used to say Jund in the past, and I think that's wrong. It's Jund. I think that's right. All right, so what are we doing then? It's kill off the early things that we can, get out the Shakedown Heavy, try to get ourselves to the big cards and enough mana to cast them, or use the combo to get them out as quickly as we can. Let's see if we can make it happen. And we're playing against VlaD the 13th. VlaD the 13th. There we go. 13th of his name. 1, 2, 3. No green in here, though. 1, 2 again. There's some green. All right, I'm going to throw out a little bit of black. Next turns when things get started. Going up against soldiers. All right. That's the guy that needs to be killed. Got no mana. All right, we're going to Shakedown Heavy it, which leads to fight rigging on the next turn, provided that Shakedown Heavy lives through this turn. No. I can get him back pretty quickly. Just not gonna have to waste my time. Maybe I'll sip a little both. What is this one that is not going to cost me? If that's good. All right, something good. We'll take this guy. Throw him on there. And we'll take that guy. That sounds like a pretty good idea. Okay, we just need 5 mana, including 2 greens to be able to cast that one, of which we do not have the second green. And we have 4 mana, otherwise we need 9 for Skitterbeam in a good way. Still taking out the Shakedown Heavy. Interesting. Well, there we go. Let's pop them. That's what chump blockers are made for. You see who he sacrificed, Pet? It was you. He saved all of his human people, but the little robot guy, nope, that was the suckerfish that had to take it. See, that's the bad part right there. We'll go with the card. There we go. All attack. Now, of course, Thalia is going to jump in the way. Oh, he's going to leave it up. Okay, great. 1, 2, 3. I got 6 mana. Not 9. This is a lot of damage. And I'm down to 4. Alright, there's 7 mana. We're just going to go for it. No math! That guy. Spread the wealth. There we go. I either win or I don't. He could block 1. Let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. Winner, winner. Victory dinner. Alright, playing against TortiR. I'm assuming. TortiR. 1, 2, 3. Like what I see. What's the best thing here? Probably red. Alright, what I'm thinking here is we're going to have to go for the Fleshgorger. Hopefully it'll stick around, put a fight rigging out in the following turn. You countering me, big boy? Alright, cool. What's Fairy Vandal trying to do? Draw a second card? He's trying to card it, draws. That looks a lot like it. Okay, so the stronger the Fleshgorger gets, the worse of a hit he's going to take. Let's put out the Cityscape Leveler. And I'll attack. Skitterbeam Battalion, even at 2/2s, is really good. Alright, that's fine. Okay, we'll just shoot that thing. Like these. Alright, it's time for our friend Skitterbeam. Auto pay! Killed it. I tell you what, you'll come with this front. Yeah, let's do it the other way. 1, 2, and 5. Alright, so he would have been at 8 right now otherwise. Here, somebody we can kill. Yoink. Gotta get that guy up to 7. Fairy Vandals are gonna go for a block. Down to 4. He would have been dead this turn if I would have just gone after him directly. He needs a second creature to be able to block the Fleshgorger. Does he have it? If he tries to target it, he's going to take 6 points of damage. There's a second creature. Because his Cityscape is going to come out and just nail somebody on this turn. It's not going to be great for him. Right there's 7. And we get this guy out. And we'll kill that guy right there. Good game. Dance! Dance, dance! Revolution! Alright, playing against Daemon. Daemon! That's a lot of green. A little bit of black. I don't know. Let's see if we play it. I can only play one of those cards too, as well. Alright, sure. Yeah, I hope I can pull a 3rd mana. I bet you we're going to see that same guy again. And there's 2 of them now. Oh, non-artifact creatures. All right, we'll do this. That's fine. There you go. You can draw land. How's that sound? Ooh, that is bad that we got go for throats. This guy could take him on. I just need red mana for it, though. Shakedown Heavy should help, but I just got to get 3rd mana of some sort. Close enough. Shakedown Heavy is not good for mono black, or mono red, I should say. They usually don't have the damage for that kind of thing. There's a guy whose throat I can go for, though. A couple, actually. And we'll go ahead and nuke that guy for 1. Well, I'm doing more damage to myself than anything else, I think. Take this in. We'll see if he's willing to give me a card draw. He is. Good for him. Thank you. You're going to get some guys through. You can go for it. You're going to shoot for 2. That'd be great on your part. You can take out the heavy and pump your dudes at the same time. There you go. Okay, I could get out the Fleshgorger. That would get us up to 3, which would be good. I mean, get us up to some lifelinky kind of things. Let's do that. Alright, he's only got 1 card, so they can only pump by 1. If he comes in for the attack, then the guy will definitely die. Oh, we took it. Good for him. And another mana. Shakedown Heavy. And we're the slow boat. Either we're gonna do great or we're not. We just gotta play it out. He's gonna die here if he sends anybody in, but he'll be able to get 2 points of damage in. That guy's the worst. Down to 2. Fleshgorger again. This is going to cost me 1, so I'm going to live without it. We'll be good. No tax. I can't afford to not block at this point. I would appreciate a little bit of life there. All right, Shakedown Heavy. We'll shoot Shooterson there. And we'll send this in. There we go. Much better. I'm not dead yet. Yes, you are. I don't want to get on the cart. Victory. And we're playing against Orlov 6. Let me do that right. 6, 8, 1. 3 mana. I like where this is going. Deep. Alright, those are all good slow lands. I like that quite a bit. And playing against Hasty, Mono, Red, probably. I might be playing against Izzet. I've seen this as an opening start for Izzet as well. I gotta say, it's whether it's Fleshgorger or Shakedown Heavy is the question, right? And last time, you get out Fleshgorger at 3. It's got lifelink, but he could just be shot. And they're willing to take that damage. It's no problem to them. Okay, nothing. So I'm thinking Shakedown Heavy into a Phyrexian Fleshgorger. If we want a lot of cool blockers, Skitterbeam's a good way to go. Alright, Shakedown Heavy. Yeah, I'm thinking the Skitterbeam Battalion is going to be a great way to block. And of course, Squee has to take it. Down to 6. All right, and 3 dudes. Do I not have it? Oh, I need 5 for them. That's nasty. All right, Fleshgorger it is. No tax. All right, we got at least 2 getting past us, but we're going to get 3 out of the deal. Unless you can shoot the Fleshgorger right now. I can live through it still. You got it. You could do it. And I think he's got me at this point. All right, all I could do is block like this, and right there. And I got 1 point left. Suck it. All right, red mana. Skitterbeam Battalion. No tax. That sucked. Mac 1369. 1, 2, 3. No red though. No red. Now let's keep it. It's probably a bad idea, but I'm not too crazy about the Flame Blessed Bolts. All right, so with this, we could just go for the throat. We'll see who comes out on the next turn. This guy's going to be playing his graveyard a lot. All right, Phyrexian Fleshgorger. Got a long way to go to get to 7. He's just going to take it. All right, this is pretty awesome. We'll get out Shakedown Heavy. And we're done. Fight rigging on the next turn. Yeah, those guys are just dancing outside of my ability to shoot. That guy's not. Draw your cards. Oh, I see. Works much better than that. All right, 5. I can get out a big, huge dude. Let's just do this to start off with. Nothing all that great there. Another Shakedown Heavy would probably be nice. Bump that guy up, put out the other Shakedown Heavy, and go in for the attack. I'm just going to take it. You're not going to like Rootwire Amalgam, I'll tell you that. All right, let's go ahead and let the Shakedown Heavies deal with things for us for a little bit here then. And we win! Touchdown! Lava Bears! All right, playing against Zakron. Yes. Keep. I see a couple of Shakedown Heavies in our future. You dare try to counter me? Nope, you don't. There's another. And there's another. Okay, let us... I'm going to throw these guys out. Take him in for the attack. We can go for the throat on the next turn. He's got 2 of them now, so that's not going to help terribly much. That's how they deal with 2 of them. Now I need that to kill. Wedding announcement. All right, go for the throat, number 1. And everything there sucks. I'll just grab that one, because why not? You will be a 3. No math! You should go after the 3/3 if you're just going to chump block. Ooh, you're willing to give him up, huh? And you're all back to being weak again. That guy. He was my favorite. All right, so you're taking 4. You're first. Down to 2. You got 1 card in your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you're dead. Let's see, what do I say in these situations? Victory! All right, here we are with Artifact Rigging. And I gotta say, I think this was a fantastic deck. It was really, really good. So I ended up playing it, 13 times. And I have a 69% win rate. 9 wins, 4 losses. And pretty much when I lost was against like mono red aggro. It was super fast, and I was a little slow. And mono blue. Now, I did beat a mono blue earlier. No, I guess I didn't. Yeah, mono blue, countered a couple things. It was too slow. and we couldn't win against that. So yeah, that's the thing, is this is a slower deck that is not going to participate against the super aggro decks. But I was fighting some other mixed aggro decks before, and it was doing just fine. So saying that though, I mean, so this deck felt like it was winning a lot. It was a huge string of win after win after win, consistent. The cards in it, it built towards the inevitable win. It was one of those kinds of decks where it was like, you know, of course you could always not pull the early stuff, but once you get a hold of Shakedown Heavy, if they don't kill that thing off, that's pretty much, it's just, you know, the Shakedown Heavy causing problems, them having to deal with it. You're gaining cards. It's just not good for any of them. It's just building towards your inevitable win. So let's talk about the thing. So this deck, I didn't have a lot of the cards that they're looking for. A lot of things in the original deck were, I forget what was in here, but like more Cityscape Levelers. I forget. So I ended up putting in, I think, the Skitterbeam Battalions, the Rootwire Amalgam. It turns out any of these large, I even put in the Mightstone and the Weakstone. All of these were great. I was called for a lot more of these. I only have one of that. That was the big deal. I only got one of this. So yeah, it's just any collection of large artifacts at this point usually is pretty sweet with this deck, because it's just, you get them out and they're pretty awesome. Who was the hero? And let's see, who was the hero? To me, it was Shakedown Heavy and Fight Rigging, because that particular combo, which is where you get Shakedown Heavy out, and then you play the Fight Rigging, making this guy become a 7, which gets you whatever that is underneath Fight Rigging. And like 50% of the time, you're going to pull one of these large dudes, and they can come out for 0 in their full Super Hulk, Super Saiyan form, whatever. That's what you're looking for, right? And that is so good. And that was the real combo that was kind of keeping this thing going. The Mightstone and Weakstone really helped when you're actually having to pay for the full price of these guys. But yeah, it was all good. I mean, Cityscape Leveler is just so disastrous against everybody. Really bad. But hated the Pain Lands. Man, I hated them. I would probably take them out and put in something else instead. This deck, you know, the question is, do you need to have your early game stuff? I don't think it's as important as this. I think that whoever put this together just thinks, oh, you should put Pain Lands in things. They're really great. No, they're not. I mean, the good thing is that later on, it's all artifact, and then you just need the colorless, and so therefore the Pain Lands don't affect you. Maybe I shouldn't whine so bad, but I did feel like I took more pain than I needed to. And if I just had some mono-colored cards, I'd be off a lot better, I think, in this deck. So that would be my recommendation, is remove the Pain Lands and put in some mono-colored cards. Some basic lands to keep you working. All right, so is this deck competitive? And I got to say, I mean, in general, yes. I got like a fantastic win rate with this thing. 69%, that usually means it wins way more, like over 2/3 of the time you are winning. And that is definitely in the competitive area there. Number 2, was it fun? Yes, it was definitely fun. And was it interesting? Absolutely. So the why it was interesting is because we're getting out a bunch of the new Brothers War artifact creatures. And why was it interesting? Because we were building towards combos that let us get there. And it was pretty regular. If anything, the one thing this deck could have used, maybe Visions of Phyrexia. After, was it yesterday's Mono Red control deck? I'm a big believer in Visions of Phyrexia, especially when it comes to putting out these large artifact creatures. You know, I might maybe even like take out Kiki-Jiki here and put in Visions of Phyrexia instead. I think that'd probably be even cooler, because there's not much going on here that Visions of Phyrexia can't do for you. Visions of Phyrexia is only 4 rather than 3. It's not that big of a deal. And it does way better at providing for all of this than Kiki-Jiki does. I was thinking it was going to be awesome that we'd finally be able to use the combo of using Kiki-Jiki to copy a Skitterbeam and then create 2 additional ones. But then it didn't work. And it's because it says if you cast it, you create 2 tokens. So that sucked. You got to cast it. So that is not a combo. It is not a thing. All right, so is this deck competitive, fun, and interesting? Absolutely. I'm going to give it an A+. Let's hand it to Tay Malice. A+ decks, I think back to back. Good job, my friend. So, if you so choose to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.